you, Greg.
On making the Tour Championship again.
Thank you.
Is this something you have in your back pocket before the start of each year?
It's always the goal on the WCBT, right? Is you want to get to that Tour Championship. You still want to hoist that trophy at the end of it. The individual tournaments are great, right? Because you have that as a building block, so to speak. But this is the ultimate for our tour.
Yeah, to get to this.
Always.
Yeah. So you played 3 events.
Yes.
This year.
Yeah.
Of the 5, and you had deep runs in all 3 events.
Yeah. Autumn Open was really good. I think it finished 10th there. Kind of lost steam, but it's the first event of the year, so you don't really know what to expect too much. And a couple of really good runs with TPC losing out to Kerry, and then of course yourself at the Heritage, which is still one of my favorite matches of all time. So.
Well, thank you. I mean, I don't know if you, other than winning, it doesn't get much better than that, right?
No. Yeah.
I mean, I was talking with Shelby prior to the TPC, and he was watching you, and he said, you started off not very strong. He said, but what he admired about you was you never looked like you were worried.
Yeah.
You were confident, and I mean, how important is that?
It's everything, right?
Yeah.
If self-doubt creeps in, that's when trouble begins, right? So and that's just experience, right? So you see a lot of the youth coming up, and that's one of the things that I try to preach to them is like never get behind, especially mentally, right? Our mental game is so important in this game, and it's only a couple frames, right? You can correct that with a good run, right? So if you don't get down on yourself and you're in that positive mindset as much as you can, well, good things typically happen.
Yeah. Well, it shows you're confident in your ability that, okay, I'm just going through a bad run here. I can correct this.
Correct.
Right.
Yep.
And I mean, to have that going into these events, which obviously shows up well because you make these deep runs in them as well. So.
Yeah, always confident. You just hope the body holds up through these long events. Like you're playing 20-some games on a Sunday typically if you go deep, and it's a battle. The mental struggle is real, and until you experience it's people don't realize how difficult our game is from a mental standpoint, and the physical standpoint, obviously, for that many games is incredible. Yeah,
I don't think near enough people get that in our game. So we have a lot of formats, right, in the tour.
Yeah.
So do you like the fact that there's a variety?
I think it's necessary. Just kind of have that little bit of variance between the events. Like Autumn Open's always been my favorite event. I love the fact that you have 16 competitors throwing 23 games on Sunday. It's more of a battle of attrition, which and you come out of it, it's like a big battle that everybody survived the battle, and just that camaraderie in that event. I think it's the hardest event to win. There's a little bit of luck, but minimal luck in comparison to some of these other events where you can throw a 3-game match and shoot 600 and somehow get through, right? Or you can shoot 1,000 and still lose, right? Like there's a coin flip in that, right? So I definitely think there needs to be multiple formats. I love Heritage because it's kind of a combination of them all, and you just have to be better than half the field every time, right? Yeah. So usually the better competitors for that day get through all those.
Yeah, good. Now, when you were growing up, and I mean, you played YBC, you had quite a bit of success in YBC.
Yeah.
Did it help you? Do you think winning early helped you achieve winning later?
You need to, in our game, you need to know how to win. You also need to know how to lose, right? So my YBC success, we made it to a lot of nationals. We never won. Okay. We were always close, but those early losses, those second places, keep you hungry, right? Yeah. It keeps you motivated to get better, whether it's a team event or an individual event. So coming on to the adult scene, you have that in your back pocket, right? So you know what it is to succeed, and on tour, you have to know how to win, right? And the only way you get that is experience, right? So in playing all these events is so crucial, and I had some pretty early success in cash tournaments, and especially the Autumn Open, just being local from Calgary, I was able to play that event more than anything, and then you get the camaraderie with the legends that are out there as well, and watching some of these mentors bring you along in those events, and all that is probably the biggest key to my career success.
So who were your mentors?
You're one of them. Bruce, Lynn, Gino, like all that crew. In Calgary, I had Colin Keir and Joe Wood and Brian Rossetti, Ken Norris. So they're legends of our game, and brought me along very, very quickly.
Yeah, and you can take what these people provide, and everyone has a different way of looking at things, and the more people you talk to, the more people you associate with, I think the more you can get a different view of different things, and you never really know what's going to help you or not, right?
One of the things I preach to a lot of the youth now, including my son, is take in everybody, right? Everybody's going to give you advice. A lot of it's going to be bad advice, right? But there's heart behind it. There's a reason that they're telling you something. They want to see you succeed. Back in the day, it was a little more cutthroat in some of those cases, right? So I preach take it all in, filter it out, and use what works for you and grow. And there's so much good advice. There's so many good mentors that are out there. A lot of people just don't utilize people like myself, and we're always available. We may not approach somebody, but we're always available if we're approached.
I feel the same way, that I will never offer advice, but if someone asks, I'm more than willing to offer an opinion. And I mean it, and again, I express it, this is what I see, and it's not this is what you should do, this is what I see, right? So how fun is it watching your son bowl?
It's stressful, way more stressful than I would have expected. Living those moments myself, and watching him go through those moments, and the trials and tribulations, they're a real thing. It's a big roller coaster at that age. I watched my son throw almost a career shot at 15 earlier this year, and I think I was more excited than he was. So it's so much fun to watch the growth, and just see the mental changes, and grasping that like the mental side of it is as important as the physical side. And he's got a way better shot than I ever had. So if he can utilize that and get the mental game ongoing, he could be a force one day.
He plays a lot of sports.
Yes, big soccer, and getting into a bit of golf now, and very, very natural.
And do you think that's important to play?
Very, very important. I think having a team sport activity on top of an individual sport is that like personal growth, because all those attributes are everything in life. So if you can succeed at any of those, you're going to probably grow in your professional career, in your home career, your home life. Everything is so crucial. But having that team sport is very, very key.
The life skills, right?
Yes.
Absolutely. You come from a bowling family.
Yes.
I mean, obviously, your whole family bowled, and is that something that, obviously now you're seeing what your parents went through when you were bowling, so you found that was very, very rewarding, that everyone...
We're kind of different on like the lineage side of it. Nobody in my family was really like 2 or 3 generations into the sport. Like my mom got involved just volunteering, and just being down there and volunteering. Naturally, the kids got out there, and both my brothers are 6 and 7 years ahead of me. So I was there by choice, not by choice. And then just get on the lanes and then start throwing. And my brother Dave was a really solid YBC player before he kind of gave it up, and even my brother Rich, he gave it up for a decade and a half, and then came back, and again, very, very natural. So having that competitive push against each other was a lot of fun, and my mom was very, very solid as well. So and especially on the mental side. So she could teach us the mental side, which was so important.
Good for you. So your match, who are you going to play?
Ryan O'Callahan.
Ryan O'Callahan.
Yes.
Okay, so he just won?
Yes.
So have you played Ryan at all in the...
I was thinking about it earlier. I can't remember an individual match at a cash tournament. We played against each other the last 2 Open Nationals, the mixed team a couple of years ago, and the men's team this year. We were fortunate enough to get through both those scenarios in gold medal matches against them. So tremendous player, especially when he gets hot. And he got hot that first game. So it's going to be fun to play him.
I mean, again, you've been in this for a long time. How do you want to be remembered?
Wow. Yeah, tough. I think I want to be remembered as one of the most consistent players of all time. I've never had too many lows in my career. I've had a lot of highs, but it's been consistent highs. I may never always be the highest qualifiers, but I'm always going to be there near the end of the tournament. So I think people are going to remember me as very mentally strong, very natural shot that's out there, and very, very tough to beat.
Yeah. Good. Congratulations, Adam.
You,
always a pleasure talking to you.
Appreciate it, always.
Appreciate it.
Thank
Good
you.
luck this year and next year. Are your plans next year to participate in?
I am taking next year off 100%. So this is very possibly the last event I play. So I don't know what the future is. I'm lacking a lot of motivation personally in the game. I've had a lot of success, but I struggle to find the next thing.
Right.
So if it's the end, I'll miss the people more than anything. I struggle with the game.
Yeah. You have taken breaks before?
Minimal, usually due to injury. This one, I took it for the mental side of it, and just to see if there's anything left. Okay.
Well, best of luck to you.
Thank you, Greg.
All right.
Appreciate it.
Congratulations, Ryan.
Thank you very much, Greg.
Won a match.
Yes. It's good. Yeah, I won my first match last time as well, so it's a little nervous out there. I didn't think I would be, but I got a little shaky there at some points. But I was throwing the ball pretty well for the most part, and got lucky to get a big carryover at the beginning, and we're going on to probably play the best bowler of all time next round. Who's also my buddy, so it's fine. But.
So. Again, you said you had a 4-frame carryover?
Yeah, I think we went strike, spare, strike to start each, and then I think I struck in 4 and maybe he punched, I can't remember exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
So do you think do you look at it differently when you've got the carryover?
It's nice to obviously to have that in your pocket, knowing you only need 2 more frames out of the last 6 sort of thing. But he brought it on, like he won the next couple frames, and then I think he punched again, and I kind of was doing math there in the 10th frame. Had he chopped at 5-5, I needed to get it to 274 to shut him out score-wise, and I think I got it to 278. So, but I got fortunate at the end that I won the last 2 frames as well.
And you won the last 2 frames, so 7 frames to 3?
7-3, yeah.
7-3, right on.
Yeah,
well, congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Good luck the rest of the way.
Awesome. Thank you very much, Greg.